Second trigonometry video. Should be short and sweet. I promise not to do as many videos or movies as Rocky, okay? But this will be trigonometry 2. So we have this triangle, and we have an angle here. We'll call it theta, if you recall. And we go ahead and label these hypotenuse. This is opposite, and this is adjacent. Now, if you remember, I said there's two things you need to know in trig, and the first one was a squared plus b squared equals c squared. But the other one was this mnemonic, sohcahtoa. Alright, in this video I'm just going to spend a little bit of time on this mnemonic. And in particular, we're just going to pick one of these equations, and I'm going to pick the tangent. And we're going to expand on this idea of what do I do with this equation exactly. All right, in this example, I'm going to ask you to find theta. And I am going to give you these two sides of the triangle. All right, so I'm going to give you opposite and adjacent. All right, I'm going to tell you that the opposite side is 10 meters and the adjacent side is 7 meters. All right, in order to solve this equation, just like any other algebra equation, when I'm trying to solve for a variable, I need to isolate this variable. Okay, so the first thing I want to do to isolate it is to divide both sides and get rid of this term right here. So I'm going to divide this side by the tangent, and I'm going to divide this side by the tangent, which makes this side cancel out, which leaves me with theta all by itself, which is exactly what I wanted. But it makes this side look pretty ugly. So what am I going to do with that exactly? Well, in order to make this look better and actually get somewhere on your calculator, you have to remember something from math class. And that is, whenever you have a variable, any variable on the bottom, you can rewrite that variable as x to the minus 1. So we are going to do the same thing with tangent. You can literally rewrite it as tan to the minus 1. By the way, we typically don't say that, though. We call this thing inverse tan. All right? All right, so let's rewrite this equation now that we understand what we're doing. So literally, theta is going to be equal to the inverse tangent of opposite over adjacent. So all we have to do is put in some numbers, and when we do, we get theta is going to be the inverse tangent of opposite was 10 meters and adjacent was 7 meters. So inverse tan of 10 divided by 7. Now, how do I do that on my calculator? Well, most calculators, the inverse tan function is the second function of tan. So look on your calculators if you have it there with you, and do second function and hit your tan button. And when you do, you should get a bracket, and you're literally inside the bracket, you're going to put 10 divided by 7, and then you're going to put your last bracket. And when you do that, what pops out is 55.00. And this, by the way, is in degrees. You should have your calculator set in degrees. Do not have it in radians, okay? We don't use radians in physics class. All right, so that's the second video. All right, I'm going to do one more video showing you another example. If you don't think you need it, you don't have to watch it.